In this video, I'd like to give a little bit more of an overview of the binding of data. I'm going to use the grid as an example. So when I come through and I click on my grid, I can click through on my binding. Now you'll see here is the list of fields that we have used within the grid. When I click on the first item, you'll see on the right hand side many more options have opened up to be available to us. I'm going to concentrate first on the types. Now at the top you'll see here we have a dimension, a measure, a delta, a sparkline, and a hyperlink. The system will automatically set this based on the type of field, but you can come along and change it to whatever you want it to be. As an example, if a field is alphanumeric, like a text field or a code or a description or a date, it's automatically going to set it as a dimension. You could though set it as a measure and, for example, count the number of codes in the system. Then if a field comes through as a numeric type of a field, for example a quantity or a currency value, it will automatically be set as a measure. Now measures are aggregated, and you'll see over here your summary type is you can set how you want it to be aggregated. We then have over here a delta. Now deltas are used to do comparisons. A good example of that is you might want to compare your actual sales to budgeted sales. So you put in your actual sales field, your budgeted sales field, and you'll see in the grid over here it will show you the comparison. It can either be viewed as a value or it can be viewed as a percentage. We also have a sparkline. A sparkline will show you a trend, and that is set by putting in how you want your sparkline to be compared. So for example, I've used the date and set it to month, year, and I'm looking at my sales figure. The last type of field we can have here is a hyperlink. Hyperlinks can be represented in two ways. Either you can see over here just a straight URL, or you can have it as a description with a URL embedded. When you click on one of these, you'll see it will launch the website. Now coming back in, you'll see again for all the fields available to us, below is a whole bunch of different formatting that you can go through. I'm just going to go through one of these as an example, but you should work through all of them and see what the options are, and if you have any questions, come back to us. But for example, over here under the options, this is where I can give it a caption, for example a column header. I can come through and say whether I want to put a total at the bottom of the column. I can give it conditional formatting, additional calculations, and the formatting of the field. So is the field a number field, the general field, the currency field? You can then set the units to be auto, ones, thousands, millions, billions, and the precision. This is a comma, decimals after a comma. And yeah, these are all the different options. Now they will change based on the type of a field. So for example, if I came to a text field, those options change slightly. If I come through to a delta, the options again change. When you come through to other components within a dashboard, as an example over here, the gauge, and I click on the binding, you'll see that the options slightly vary. So it's just a matter of working through them and becoming familiar with the different options available to you.